legend, Mr. FoRCe. Yes, you know, I thought you made up the name FoRCe, but if you Google that name, it actually has like a lot of meanings. What does it mean? I thought it was only you.
Before anybody used it, those two words, as a
Entity?
name or a title, for instance, the movie with Burt Lancaster, bRuTe, right?
I see.
And so there was this expression. bRuTe.
What does it mean?
Oh, with great power.
Okay.
With exceedingly.
Like the cologne BRuTe?
Yes, and what BRuTe has, every time I hear their commercial, I'm very happy.
Are they still around?
I mean, I don't trade off their commercials, get on the street.
Okay.
But it's they're still out there and they're still going, which is very good. And Microsoft has
What's your name
games.
is BRuTe?
Microsoft has games, I think little cars
Named bRuTe?
and games, bRuTe games. But in my trademark was established, I believe, around 65.
Wow.
That is awesome.
Because you were friends with the Beatles, right?
Well, yes, that came a little later than when but the point, the naming of it happened with one of the tokens. I joined their group.
Ryan Sleeps Tonight tokens.
That's right.
Wow.
That's right. Just going back a little from there, the drummer, some on the road and some in the studio, Billy Gussack, was a drummer for Bill Haley and his Comets. It's his Comets, right? Isn't it?
The Comets?
I thought it was the Comets.
Billy Haley and the Comets.
But it could be his.
Could have been his.
They were his Comets.
They were, very much. And so Billy Gussack was the dad of a girlfriend I had.
Ah.
Wow.
Who, God bless her soul, has passed on.
Okay.
So he took a liking to me. He was a musician, a drummer. I was a songwriter, singer, and he had a great grand piano in his home.
Where was that?
In Deal, New Jersey.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. My father, God rest his soul, became an attorney. The cream rises. See, so my father became an attorney after coming here from Russia. Then he became an assemblyman.
In Jersey?
Jersey. God.
So you're a child of politics?
Child of politics. My brother became a state senator.
In Jersey? Wow. So do you know the governor? Christie?
The large guy?
Yeah.
The large guy? No. I don't know him. No,
Are you stronger than the storm, bRuTe?
You know that? Is an advertising campaign.
It drives me nuts because I think Mother Nature doesn't like that, and I think she's going to get them for that. I don't know. That's like kind of being a little cocky to me. Stronger than the storm.
Can you see the technicians outside of?
I don't know. I don't know. I just think Mother Nature is like chuckling at that line.
It's not correct.
Exactly. That's what I feel.
It can't be.
It's not. You're not stronger than a storm.
It is
you
an
can revive
yes.
after.
Yes.
You can work it, to get well after, but stronger than the storm? Oh.
It's a proverbial thing. Like
my
our hearts are stronger than a storm.
It's
our
not saying
willpower is
that.
stronger
No.
than
It can give spirit to a person.
Yes.
After a horrible thing such as the Jersey Storm.
Oh, yes.
It was,
Did you grow up going to the Jersey Shore?
Oh man, yeah, we lived down there.
Wow.
And my dad, getting
And
back to that.
there were no kids with spiked hair back then.
Not at all. No, that came in when? In the 70s, didn't it? Didn't the spike hair come in the 70s?
I guess.
With punk, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so no. My high school years down there were in the mid-50s.
Wow, you look good, bRuTe.
Oh. Like when you said, my firehouse is somewhere over there, I wanted to shout out, no baby, your firehouse is right here.
You're funny.
Okay. Bruce Starr is in a movie, called Alexandria Leaving. Oh. What's that for? Is that laughter?
I don't know.
Okay, good. and she's in
Broken glass.
Some form of emergency record kind of button.
Yeah, it is. Alexandria leaving.
leaving. Right, and the viewing will be tomorrow night.
Friday night.
Friday, and I'm going to see if I can do it.
Great.
It'll be
That's
fun.
great.
It's in Williamsburg. It's
Yes.
on Kent Street.
It is.
And
At the tea house, the Wren Tea House, I'm pretty sure.
And that's this Friday?
It's gonna be fun, yes, this Friday, September 6th.
Awesomeness.
You know, the BruTe documentary has been screening all across the world.
That's
You know,
wonderful.
For the past year and a half, yeah.
And you are the king of
And
fun.
when does it circulate back here?
Well, I'll let you know. I'll let
Tell us about
everybody
the
know.
king of
Please
fun.
do, thank you.
How did that come about?
Yeah, there was a lot of
Thank you.
controversy around that for the time that it came out.
Well, how did King of Fuck come about?
Yeah.
So I'm going to still touch on my dad,
Yeah, your
because
dad.
him and my mom. Mom was the artist, dad was the lawyer. They were strong and smart enough to put a piano in the house. I would go down to the basement and create extemporized melodies. Now I didn't know I was going to write any King of Fuck back then, but it led to it.
Right.
See? So then then we moved to Deal, and then my girlfriend Bunny and her father.
Bunny, rabbit.
Yeah, right. And her father Billy, he took me to join into the music business in New York City. He introduced me to the music business. Introduced me to the producers of Token's Lion Sleeps Tonight.
Good for you.
They thought enough of me to send me over to the Tokens.
Right.
They introduced me to the Tokens. I met them, they liked me, I began to write music for their publishing company
Wow.
and to write jingles, and then I joined them and toured with them around 3.5 years. And so up until around 68, 69, you see, in 67 I was with them, and then I wrote a poem about a furry king, F-U-R-R-Y, furry king. And it turned into the land of pho. And I wrote the song in 67 into 68. And it took months and months and months of pounding on the desk of one of the producers at the Tokens to convince them to record that song, because they knew no one would play it.
Right.
And they were right.
Yeah.
They were absolutely,
Oh, that's so terrible.
I'm
No, it's fine.
I'm quoting your wires.
Yes, you are.
And so we finally recorded it though, and there was a mellotron in the studio. One of the first synthetic strings. Okay, so my friend at that time, Tommy Dawes, he was in The Circle, Red Rubber Ball. Tommy has gone on to the great land of music. And so he eventually married another girlfriend I had at that time, later on.
You were a busy man.
That's how I met. So Tommy was touring, Circle was touring with the Beatles.
Ah.
And I got the idea because the Apple thing was coming out. They started announcing the Apple thing. And I got the idea, well, why don't I just get it to them? Maybe they'll do it, the Beatles. Or they'll accept me, and
You could do it.
yes. Now the manager of Circle was Nat Weiss. He just passed on. You know, that's the fourth or fifth
Yeah.
dead
and
person
Sid
I've mentioned.
Bernstein just passed
That's
on.
it, okay. Anyway. His manager was Nat Weiss. Nat Weiss was the boyfriend of Brian Epstein,
Okay.
manager of Beatles.
Right.
So I got the tape that we made at Olmsted of King of Fud to Tommy. Tommy took it to Nat. Nat played it for George Harrison, who loved it.
And today is the day that George Harrison's My Sweet Lord
My Sweet Lord.
went, yeah, today is the day in history. Well,
What did it do today? It went gold.
today George Harrison released My Sweet Lord.
So
Very
it was
interesting
released as My
story.
Sweet Lord.
Yeah, today on that day, September 4th.
The My Sweet Lord story is a very interesting story. God bless you, George
Yes,
Harrison.
I love
as you
George
know.
Harrison.
So we could go on to the next subject, which is,
So what's the story?
well, you know, the the song,
Got released on Apple Records.
the song "He's So Fine."
Yeah, I don't think he stole it.
He
Chiffon?
didn't steal
I think it was subliminal, maybe.
It was subliminal.
Yeah, he wrote a song and had no clue.
But the Tokens, in court, they won. But Harris songs really made it look like, and like they had won. They, what they did was they got a hold of the copyright of "He's So Fine." Okay? And so the winner in it was on both sides. The winner was on both sides. George got what he wanted, and
Oh, good.
Tokens got money, and
And what about you, King of
they very courageously, these people, because John Lennon got involved in it also. John Lennon with Yoko went to the office of EMI Capital
I see.
to lobby for the release or for the distribution in the United States.
Of King of Pho.
And they said no. Beginning, as documented in Ken Eastwood or, no,
Eastman?
Eastman,
That's Linda.
no.
Eastman.
Well, the author of The Beatles, the Bible, and Bodega Bay. What's the name of the horrible killer? The guy that...
Chapman?
No, the guy that killed people in the desert.
Manson.
Manson. Correct. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
Helter Skelter?
Correct. Yes.
Good
Now,
for you.
Mansfield, in other words, it's Ken Mansfield is the author. That's the way I remember
Oh, it sounds like.
it. It sounds like it.
Think of decapitated actress.
Oh, we got a couple minutes.
No, got it. Yeah, okay. So he wrote in his book, John and Yoko visited him, wanted them to release it, distribute it in the United States. He said no, Ken said no, at which John Lennon said, "We didn't think that you would be a tight-assed censor. We didn't think you would be the tight-assed censor to do this."
Right.
Which was the first real documented evidence of censorship. It
Okay.
was great, because I never
Yeah,
knew it.
yeah.
I never knew this happened, and I never knew that John was behind it also, until some 30 years later.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it was great, amazing,
Good old John.
surprised me.
The
Oh
Beatles
man,
loved you.
oh
So
man.
did you hang out with them?
Just a bit when I went over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
So the
did get
first
on Apple
significant
Records.
signs of censorship, you had a hand in it by recording King of Pho.
The thing that I am interested in now is the physics of sound, because the movement of molecules through the air, as created by my vocal cords and as accepted by your eardrums, the movement of molecules in the air has become, in some strange way, a taboo in some instances, such as the word fuck.
I see.
Now you tell me, what is bad or evil about the movement of molecules through the air? At its inception, at its birth, at its beginning, there is no taboo, there's no evil or bad about that. So the physics of sound have been manipulated by people.
Yes,
Horribly.
like everything.
The
So,
FCC especially.
Yeah.
And so, but recently Apple, a year and a half ago, they put King of Pho on Come and Get It, the best of Apple. The best! The best, man, of Apple.
Yeah, well it is. It's such a brilliant song. You're playing it tonight, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And
It's such a well-written
it is
song.
a great song.
It's like the princess is just waiting for the king.
thank you. And so that's what
Wow.
I've come to.
And are you?
That's what I've come to examine, how
So they finally caught
language
up to you.
taboo can eviscerate the mind of people. Well, it can't eviscerate the mind. How language taboo can melt
Yes.
people's minds with its own evil.
Yeah.
With its own evil.
Yeah, it's like almost like, what is it, throwing stones in a glass house or something. I mean, who are these people that make the rules?
tell us.
You know, they're
It's like
just
who declared this is a bad word, this is a bad word, this is a bad word.
you know
When
they
all it
use
is like you said, molecules passing through the
Good,
vocal cords and so forth.
good, exactly. I've come to that realization,
You know-
and I hope that people will see.
Take
And
some-
what's your website? How do people find you?
Thank you. Is bRuTes bRuTes.FoRCe.com. bRutesForce.com.
Do you have a book coming out about your life?
There is the documentary.
And where do people see it?
The documentary has a trailer, I believe, on Vimeo.
Okay.
There's a trailer of the documentary on Vimeo. The book about me, I haven't started writing an autobiography, although I have 2 writing projects at home. I have a musical of King of Pho, by
Can
the
you
way.
just do a little
The
chorus?
music-
Can you
The
sing
music-
like the chorus?
Why, sure. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And you look up high and you see the sky so big and blue, and you wonder why people don't worship beauty. You look down on the ground and you see the flowers and they're red and blue and brown, and you wonder why people don't worship beauty. There was a beautiful land, there was a beautiful land, there was a beautiful land called Pho. And in this land there was a king, and everybody there called him fucking. And the fucking went where he wanted to go, and the fucking he did what he wanted to do. Oh, mighty, mighty fucking, all hail the fucking, the mighty fucking, all hail the mighty fucking.
And that is brute force, and we are done. We are full of time. But would you like the last macadamia cookie on macadamia
so
that
much.
day? Thank you so much. Please come back, and thank you, John MC Too Tall. Thank you, Otto Shrunken
And we
Head.
will see you tonight,
Yes.
right here.
Yes,
Bash
we
and Burn
will.
Birthday Bash.
Yes, and thank Jonesy, Valerie Kune, Dawn Mueller, DJ Joe, Val Kinsler, Kip, and you, Mr. Brute Force. It's always a pleasure.
Groovy, Star. Thank you.
Thank you, Caroline,
And
Karen.
to John. Too tall John.
Yes, happy birthday, MC Too Tall. We'll be back next week, and next week we'll be here 9/11. Bye.